Good morning, everybody. Got your coffee? I got mine. So listen, I've got things to say today, but before I say them, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to Daryl. Daryl, what were you doing up that time of night? And I want to say thank you to Jen. And I want to say thank you to Altamise. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Whether your gift was for birthday or whether it was for Martin Luther King Day or whatever it was for, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. With that said, listen, I did a video yesterday, and in that video, I just was so excited because I had to talk about the pride that I feel in my community. Because, yeah, okay, it's surprising that the community are holding these four men accountable, but it is especially surprising that the community is holding Snoop Dogg to account. Rick Ross, Soulja Boy, Nelly, it's still surprising because, again, these are men, and I just didn't expect for Black America to give them the Chrisette Michele treatment. I said it to myself. I was like, yeah, they ain't never going to turn their back on Snoops. Black people holding Snoop Dogg accountable for the harm that he is doing to the community. I want to share something that someone wrote to me yesterday in a comment. This comment came from a sister by the name of Empress 25. She said, "I'm so proud also. I had doubts because you know how we do." And I do. Black people are tired. We are fucking tired. The enemy we're fighting is so powerful. We can't deal with no more snakes. Get gone because we are moving on. That was a word. It was a word so powerful. I had to share it with you because, yes, we are exhausted. And I'm going to tell you something, and it's just the truth. If white folks are finally doing what we have been telling them to do, and that is to stand up to the racists in their family, to the point where they said, you ain't dare sitting at my table for Thanksgiving or Christmas, and their Trump voting relatives were all on social media crying, talking about, don't let politics separate us, it shouldn't be. It's beyond politics. This is beyond politics. This stopped being about politics a long time ago. And if you don't understand that this is beyond politics, seeing Elon Musk throw that gesture up, I didn't see it because I didn't watch the inauguration, but I saw clips here and there on TikTok that came down my FYP. If they can cut their family members off, you know how we tell them? Because I say it all the time. Go talk to your people. Don't talk to me. If they're finally starting to do that shit, and there are huge indications to that fact, the least we can do over here is hold these black folks that are harming us accountable in the community accountable. That's the least we can do, right? Because that's our part. That's our part. Look, there are a whole lot of reasons why people don't vote. And I think that one of those reasons, because it's a list of reasons. And I think one of those reasons, a consistent list of reasons, I should say. Not because somebody got sick last minute or went into labor or somebody died. Not those kinds of reasons. But I mean a consistent list of reasons. I think that a lot of black people in our community, I'm going to just say it, because I hate to say lazy when it comes to black people, because we've been called lazy since we stopped working for free. But it is what it is. I think that a lot of us, when it comes to voting, are lazy. And we feel that there's enough momentum behind the person that we really want to represent us in the White House to the point where we don't have to go out and vote. Other people gonna get it done. And then I think that a lot of those types of people that fall into that category realize that we are in a world of trouble right now. And so that was the thing that is jolting them into action. You know, they weren't clueless, they were just lazy and didn't get it done because they were counting on the rest of us to get it done, but it wasn't enough of us to get it done. Better late than never. Better late than never. We have to hold people like that accountable, people that work against us, because I think that a lot more people are starting to understand, because sometimes I hate it, but people have to literally be standing knee deep in shit to realize that it's stank and that it's funky and that it's nasty. You know, not some people for some reason they're not good at seeing down the street. They got to be right up, you know, there at that point. You know what I'm saying? Right at the intersection before they can clearly see that they are in trouble. You know, the accident got to happen, you know, before they realize that people are going to die when we could have saved them. And that's just the truth. If you follow me over on TikTok, I have been saying for a long time what former President Biden said recently, when he said that America is in trouble because these oligarchs are taking over. And that's the truth. I didn't use that word. I always say the 1% or the uber wealthy. They are buying up America. And if you stand back and you really been paying attention, you can see it. They control every fucking thing, every aspect of our life. This nation is not free. We are not free in this nation. And we're freer than in some other nations, but we are not free in this nation. There are other nations whose citizens are freer than we are. And that's just the truth. Freedom is a red, white, and blue lie that America has been telling us for a long, long, long time. And they sell that lie so good to where you got people risking their lives trying to come over to this shithole nation that is quickly turning into a third world because all the wealth is being funneled up at the top. And that's happening because they control everything. They control how much money we can make. They can control whether housing is affordable. They can control whether daycare is affordable. They can control how much education our kids get. They can control healthcare. They are controlling our food. They are controlling our water. They are controlling the pharmacies, pharmaceutical industry, the insurance, and whether we get insurance. We pay and we pay and we pay and we pay. And look at what's happening to these case in point. These people over here in California that have paid insurance for years, only for the insurance company to be like, you know what? That's going to cost us too much money. And yeah, we're going to cancel your insurance. We see it in Florida with the hurricanes. There need to be laws in place to not allow them to do that. You do your part, and then when you need them the most, they say, fuck you. It's just a scam. We getting scammed left and right. Even car insurance is a scam. Everything is a fucking scam. And in order for these people to continue to control all of us in this way, every aspect of our life, that right down to our bodies, they have to be able to control one thing, and that's what their whole business with TikTok was. They got to be able to control information. It got to a point where Americans no longer trusted mainstream media. People were getting their information other places. Everybody got a cell phone and a camera now. You can literally film news as it's happening. And that's the truth. It's no way to navigate around that. They couldn't control that. TikTok was becoming a place where Americans were seriously talking to one another. We say that, but people, that ain't really registering for a lot of people. We were really talking to each other and telling each other the truth. And there were people, for the first time really in American history, that were listening to other groups of people. And we were seeing how we were all getting fucked over. I mean, not only were we not trusting mainstream, we realized that we couldn't trust the media anymore. But other social media outlets. Look at, now that this man has become the president again, look at when Facebook just sent that messaging out saying basically they not fact checking anymore. So they're going back to all that lying and all that misinformation and all those people bullying you and racially harassing you with no oversight. That's what Instagram and Facebook getting ready to go back to. But the one app that they didn't have that people fucking loved was that TikTok shit. And the Americans wanted to get rid of it because they couldn't control it. They couldn't control the information y'all were getting and giving out. They couldn't control it. People were becoming conscious, socially aware, and waking the fuck up. And sounding too much like one band, one sound. And even though we hadn't quite figured it out yet, we were slowly figuring out how powerful that app really was. That's why they had that Asian dude that owned it up on Capitol Hill. And they were trying to take it because they couldn't control it. And controlling information is in the best interest of both the Republicans and the Democrats. That you believe what they want you to believe and that you do not think for yourself. And even if you are capable of thinking for yourself, you have to think what you think based on the information that's fed to you, that you access. That's why it's so important that y'all read. That's why it's so important that y'all Google. That's why it's so important that y'all seek out credible news sources, reputable news sources and agencies, especially independent news sources. Then that they did what they did over on TikTok. They got old boy in, I don't know what his name is, the CEO of TikTok. And now they all in it together. Look for TikTok. I did a TikTok last night where I said, look for this to start to happen over here on TikTok. They're going to start hunting you left-wing political people like nobody's business. They're about to start taking y'all accounts down. They're about to start changing how you receive information. They're about to control it because that was the whole point. America wanted to be able to control that app and they couldn't control it. Because the CEO, that Chinese CEO, wasn't allowing it to happen. But I don't know what happened. They went behind doors, deals got made, and now he one of them. People who depend on it, whose income is very dependent on TikTok, they're about to start controlling how much money you can make over there. They were already funny style with that shit. They about to get real funny on it. Especially when it comes to black people and brown people. They fixing to start hemming y'all up big time on that app. Build your platforms on other social media places. Don't just depend on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. One thing I can say about YouTube, it's got its share of races that you have to navigate and racism, but they don't play with your money. They don't play with your money over here. They'll pay you what you're supposed to have. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They're a lot better with that over here. It's like YouTube know who made them, and they not real disrespectful of that. But TikTok, I'm trying to tell y'all, black folks, we gonna have to get on one band, one sound with that too. Cause that whole little thing over there that's going viral, now that the Americans are gone, that was when TikTok went dark for those 12 hours over here in the States. And people in other nations talked about how boring it was, how, you know, because we wasn't never checking for them. They was always checking for us. Black America drove that app. Black America drove that app. And the relationship between Black America and the one that we have with TikTok, the one that pretty much all Americans really have, but especially Black people in POC, it's an abusive, narcissistic relationship. Because these people go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's always some fuck shit over on TikTok. That's why I stopped hanging out over there so much. I didn't even know they wouldn't ghost those 12 hours. I was over here, minding our business. But that's what that whole thing was about. It was all about control. It's never going to be enough for them. They're never going to have enough money. They're never going to have enough power. And that means that our lives are really going to be affected by that. Because all the power from the bottom is going up to the top. And if we don't figure out how to get over petty shit like race, religion, all of our phobias, transphobia, homophobia, all that dumb shit, and we don't learn how to get on one accord with one another, they're going to kill us. And I hate to say it that strong, but they are. One way or another. Whether it's with our food, our water, our medications, access to health care, putting even more guns on the streets because of the greedy fucking gun makers. This nation, with the exception of a few people like you and I, is moralless. Money and capitalists are American gods. And nothing else matters to them. Not me, not you, not our kids, not our neighbors, not our homes, not our neighborhoods. They are enslaving all of us economically. Conditioning all of us to be stupid and just smart enough to make them more money. And the way to do that is to control the fucking information. That's all I got. Stay woke. In the meantime, in between time, we have heard from the wonderful Being family. And they say thank you so much for the support that you all sent their way while they are trying to navigate this devastating event, these wildfires, you know, out in California. They say thank you. I thank you too. And I have not heard from my friend Shirley, and I am starting to get worried. And if you are watching this video, please just say hello, because I lost a little sleep over you last night because it's been too long. And I want to sleep, okay? To everybody else, thank you for being here. My birthday is officially on Friday. I look forward to the downtime, the self-care. I'm back to from being apprehensive to being happy again about it all. I thank you so much for everything that y'all have done for me and have given to me. And I really do feel y'all love. I really, really, really do. I do. I feel it. Because if y'all wanted me to feel all love, y'all succeeded in that. Y'all really did. I feel it, you know, on a whole next level type way, you know, in a supernatural way. I want y'all to have a good day. Do something nice for someone. Encourage someone, motivate someone, inspire someone, or even say a blessing over them if they in need of a prayer. You know, just be good to somebody today. I feel good. I'm about to go clean up. Y'all have a good day.